Hey everyone, Burton's back with a brand new series, and it's actually some new content. Elder Kings was released recently and it's available right this moment for your gaming pleasure. Quick shout out goes to Vijay, who gave me a little bit of a heads up. This one almost slipped past me, but I'm glad I am now here to join the fun. So we're going to jump straight in and we're going to have a look at the scenarios first before we decide who it is we're actually going to play. Now I've had a little bit of a look at this mod and it's actually looking really good. There's lots of new stuff to have a look at and it's going to be some fun. So we're going to forget about the first one because the Kamal invasion is not actually complete yet, so we're going to have a look at the interregnum, and yeah, we'll forget the Black Drake for now, so let's find out what the interregnum actually is. So apologies firstly, because I am gonna absolutely massacre some of this pronunciation, but please bear with me. The last Akaviri Potentate was murdered 20 years ago, ending the Second Empire. The kingdoms struggle to hold their regional power, and the situation is unstable everywhere but in Eleanor and Resdane. This is a dark period of Nirn's history, and many questions lay unanswered. Who will control Cyrodiil, the Colovian or the Nibinese? Who shall be Skyrim's High King? Will the warring states of High Rock ever make peace? Can the Bosmer and the Argonians unite their tribes and nations? Who will rise to dominance Hammerfell? The Crown or the Forebears? Or perhaps an outsider. And will Burton learn to pronounce his words? No idea. And most importantly, of them all, who shall be crowned Emperor of Tamriel? Well, that's foreboding. So we're going to go custom game start. We're going to go here and we're going to start where I want to be. Well, we all know certain someone's doing the rift and he's doing it very well, so we're not going to go there. Thanks for the heads up, by the way. And I think we are going to go to the Cruel Sea. We're going to go head up here. King Grom of Winterhold, the Cruel Sea. So let's have a look at good old King Grom. So it's going to take a minute for everything to load up. I must say I am very much looking forward to this. So the Interregnum. It's the 450th year of the Second Era and almost a quarter of a century since the last Potentate of the Empire was assassinated with all of his heirs. The Lords of Tamriel have descended into petty squabbling kingdoms, each vying for their own little piece of what once was. Though there are others with greater designs who look to the future, to the Ruby Throne, or perhaps to an empire of their own. Let the tale of Tamriel unfold. Oh, so, okay. Thanks for that. I don't need all that. So the Nord 8 Divines feudal. So yes, I know what I'm playing as. I've read all this. If you need to read this, please pause the video now. And now on to the gaming. Right, so let's start where we always start, and that's with immediate confusion. No, I'm only joking. Let's have a look who we are. So, here we are here. Oh, there's our seats. That's what I like. Winterhold over there. It's actually bigger than I expected. So King Grom of Winterhold. So let's start with the religion. So we are the 8 Divines. So in case you don't know, the original pantheon of the post-Elysian eras consisting of Akatosh, Arkai, Dibella, Julianos, Cinareth, Mara, Stendar and Zenareth. Worship of the 8 Divines was introduced by Alessia at the start of the First Era. This was carefully designed, compromise between the Aldmeri deities that the humans of Citradel were accustomed to worshipping under Aliad's rule, and the deities of Alessia's Nordic allies. The compromise didn't occur without losses, as both the Proto-Imperials and the Nords disliked the new perversions of the respective deities, which became a serious point of contention and religious unrest. The 8 Divines eventually reached prominence through the conquests of Elysian Order and later Cyrodiilic Empire, going on to become one of the most widespread and dominant religions in Tamriel. So if we zoom out here and we just have a quick overview of the religions, and I say that because I don't know too much about the religions. So we've got the 8 Divines: Almavisi, Hist, Altosh, Riddlethar, Green Pat, and there's going to be plenty more because there's some places here, but for now our story is going to be set mostly within the 8 Divines. So that's a bit of an overview on that. What have we got next? Well, obviously we are feudal. Everyone knows what that is. If you don't, you're watching the wrong videos. So let's have a look at our character. I am a wayward knight. My character is a knight, a bleat one with his own moral compass and lacking in refinement. So that improves the morale of armies and land organisation. However, our intrigue is going to be suffering as a result, as is our learning. However, personal combat skill is looking okay. I am also a Nord, a descendant of the first human settlers in Tamriel. The harsh weather of the native land of Skyrim has given them an increased resistance to the cold. So Grom feels no cold, I like it. I'm also zealous. I burn with religious fervour and cannot tolerate heretics, infidels or heathens. Okay, that's not bad. I'm patient. I like being patient, that actually suits me. That improves quite a few things, as you can see there. I like that. Patient characters are just a little bit better at almost everything. And now I am ambitious, which is good because we're wanting to expand a little bit. So we work harder, we're making them better at everything. However, their drive to reach the top means that they tend to make poor vassals. Well, that's not going to be a problem, we're already the king. And we're also diligent as well. So this character is dutiful and diligent. The 4th of the 7 virtues, industrial. Nice. So we're going to take them into account and we're going to try and make our decisions based on these as much as we can. Your personal combat skill, we've already discussed that. We are not married at the moment. So I think the first thing we're going to do is have a look at arranging a wedding. Now we've got a couple of Thanes. We've got Iona, we've got Hildy. Hildy doesn't actually like us. Why does Hildy not like us? Probably because, companion's bloodline. That would be interesting to have. But she's disorganised, she doesn't have much about her. A journeyman magistrate. So stewardship +4. We are actually not bad in stewardship. We could do with someone a little bit better at diplomacy. A journeyman nightblade. Tell you what, I'm liking all these additional things here. A blundering battle mage, Lucinia. Oh, she's 9B in. She still worships the 8 Divines though. We could potentially have her, but she's not particularly good. Hildy is looking promising. What else? Alexia. And she is a detached priest. Well, we're not going to be marrying a priest. I think we're going to go ahead. I like a journeyman nightblade. That sounds interesting. But no, we're not going to do that. Hildy. Pray tell, where are you, Hildy? So you're down here in Hornen. It's not exactly what we were after. We need to be making some sense about this. So we've got Iona, she's a Thane of Greymarch. Now, Greymarch is a little bit closer to home. And it's within Whiterun territory. So perhaps that would be something worth looking at. So let's have a look at her then. She's not temperate, absent-minded, she's just and content. You know what, I can't bring myself to do that. I'm going to pick something out of interest. So let's have a look. I'm ambitious and zealot. So ideally someone who's... oh, I like these. So if we're a zealot, we're going to probably be picking a Nord. Hildy or Iona. I like these though. These are really interesting. So you can see what sort of culture they have straight away. Interesting. You know what? We're just going to go with Hildy. She's disorganised, but she's a siege leader, humble, and reckless, and ruthless, and lustful. Okay, Hildy. Hildy, you've got the job. So, you want a matrilineal marriage, but you're going to say yes, which is good. I'll take that. We also have a daughter, so that is Iriku. Okay, so Iriku is 15 years old, marrying age, obviously a Nord, diligent, content, shy and humble. Can we get... and we can get the King of the Rift on our side. 56 years old, King of Thatch. You know what, I think we're going to leave her unmarried for now because she is my heir. And if I can get... oh, in fact, I've got 2 sisters. I've got Thaena. Maybe if I can marry the younger one. So we've got a Nibian. Where are you? Oh my god, you're far too far away to be of any use. Right, we're going to wait till we get married, hopefully have a son, and then we'll see what we do. So we need to choose an ambition. So what's our ambition going to be? Well, it's going to be getting married. Let's make some points close on. And we're going to choose focus. Now, what do we actually need to focus on? Our stewardship is good. We could increase that somewhat, or we could go for business. Well, I think it's going to be a case of trying to get as much money and prestige as possible. So I think I'm going to go for business. And the reason why I say we're going to go for that is because if you have a look at things here from our demands, you can see we don't actually have too many men. We do have a lot of places that we hold, but not a lot of men. And I think the way to be winning things is have a look at some of the prices of some of these mercenary bands. I think when we have enough money, that might be the way forward. Why don't we just get things upgraded? Because, oh yes, we have some technology. Finally. So what are we going to do then? So let's have a look at what our people are up to. So our Chancellor has a couple of extra things. We can colonise provinces. The Marshal obviously can rally the rebels. Steward can survey province. Spy Master, the extra thing is root out cabals. What are dark cabals, necromancers and other evil groups. Nice, I like that. We're going to try and study technology. Is there anywhere that has any technology at all? No, there's not. That's a little bit unfortunate, so we're going to have a look into that a little bit later on. So for now we're going to build a spy network. We're going to leave it in the capital, and that will do for that. Oh, our Majesty can heal. Said my Majesty to a province to heal the wounded and cure the diseased. Right, I'm with you. Improve magical relations. Have your Majesty lead an academic delegation to discuss matters of magic with the local priests and wizards. So that improves diplomatic relations. Interesting. We're going to do cultural tech, that'll do. We can collect taxes, but you know what, I think we need to get things off and going with economy tech. Military, I would prefer to go somewhere else, but I don't think we've got much choice. I think everyone's going to have to be here. Right, and fabricate claims. So where are we going to go through first? I think we've got half an hour there. My god, I like that sigil. They're actually quite strong, so I think we're going to have to go for either one of the bordering things. So we've got Cold Rock, Wolfgang Skyborn. Oh, we've got this piece here. Flamehead, he's a Yow. Let's have a look at his strength first. 867, evenly matched. However, what are you at? 396, well they're the weaker of the two. We can actually declare a war straight off the bat. So we can make them a tributary. Or we can actually have Conquest of Skyborn. That's interesting. Could we do Cold Rock? No, so it's one we're bordering. I like that. That's opening up a lot of things for us. So one title can be created, and it's a Duchy of Ironbinds. Ironbinds there, so we can actually go ahead and do that. So we can actually claim Eastmarch. Okay. It looks like the world is our oyster. So let's have a look at where we're going to go first. Well, let's start things off, because I've been blathering for way too long. And new important decisions are available. So we've got an employment list, minor title decisions, open edicts, path of the divines, and make an offering. So now I have the warrior birth sign. The warrior shall prove a stalwart companion when fortune fades. Nice, I've gained that. My family is important to me, so I am a family person, as we know. I love my wife, my in-laws not so much. Don't blame you. Okay, so we've got 6 gold off the back of that. Excellent. Now we need to go ahead and wait for this ambition to go through. Brilliant. So the ambition's gone through. We're going to go ahead and we're going to choose to have a son, but we can reign for 20 years. Interesting. I can make a friend. Obtain an artifact. Undertake a privilege. Seeks out to get a rare artifact. Well, I think I need to have a son first before we start going dallying about. So we've got vassal inheritance sworn in. Okay, so the titles might actually pass from our realm. So that is Fellhammer. Well, it's more particularly Lordship of Erogald. Brilliant, so first things first. Let's go after Skyborn. And we're just going to try and take this straight away. So Or are we? Ah, it's not independence. So we're gonna have to do... Oh yes, I know this. Right, so what do we need? So in order to do these, we're gonna have to gain ourselves some prestige, 150 prestige. So it's good to see that we can declare war pretty much whenever we want to, but we're gonna need the prestige to back it all up, which is understandable. So forts and trade. Forts can be built in any province. That's fine. Forgive me if I'm looking at some things that have been included. I've not actually played a lot of Horse Lord, so a lot of this extra bits and bobs is quite new to me. As a worshipper of the divines, I can choose to place one of the Edra above all the others in my worship, declaring them to be my patron deity. Ooh. So I've got Akitosh, dragon god of time and first among the divines. Arche, god of life and death. Debella, goddess of beauty and the arts. Wisdom and logic. Well, you know what? What am I? I'm patient and ambitious, but I'm diligent as well. So, I'm zealous. I think the one that probably best fits me is probably going to be, I'll say wealth, labour and commerce? Yeah, I think we'll go for that. Zenithar. Work hard and you'll be rewarded, spend wisely and you will be comfortable, never steal or you will be punished. Excellent. So I've gained 25 favour, so let's have a look at the religion here. So we've got all these holy sites, okay, got some favour which is very nice. So pretty much that is going to be it for the episode. It's just a quick introduction, you know where I am, I'm in Winterhold and we're going to build up prestige and we're going to go from there. With a prestige of 1.74 per month, it won't be long before we're going to war. It's good to war. Thanks for watching guys, bye.